Nikita Khrushchev was born in southern Russia on April 17th of 1894. His family later moved to what is now the country of the Ukraine. He fought for the Red Army in the Russian Civil War, and he helped cement the creation of the Soviet Union. Being one of Soviet leader Joseph Stalin's trusted advisors, Khrushchev was steadily promoted in the Soviet Union's Communist Party. Joseph Stalin had maintained cold relationships with the United States during his leadership. He died in 1953. His death left what was a power struggle for the leadership of the Soviet Union. Becoming the sole leader of the Communist Party within the Soviet Union in 1955, Khrushchev began a policy known as de-Stalinization. He denounced former leader Joseph Stalin as a murderer of innocent people in what was known as the secret speech. He also denounced Stalin's excessive living and corruption in the speech. Negative comments about Stalin's leadership had been previously inappropriate and illegal. Khrushchev subsequently called for the removal of posters and statues in the Soviet Union that honored Stalin. Khrushchev hoped for improved relations by visiting the United States in 1959. His trip to the United States was highlighted by the kitchen debates. Khrushchev debated American Vice President Richard Nixon regarding communism versus capitalism. Khrushchev firmly believed that the Soviet Union's economic policies were superior to America's. Nikita Khrushchev eventually became a key leader on the world stage of politics. His leadership of the Soviet Union became highlighted in what was the Cold War. The Cold War was a conflict of ideas between the United States and the Soviet Union. The Cold War endured for over 4 decades, from 1945 until the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991. Conflict reached a flashpoint with the United States when he announced the capture of an American spy plane that had been shot down over the Soviet Union. The two countries were met with the brink of nuclear war in what was called the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. The crisis was averted when American President John F. Kennedy waited patiently for Khrushchev to withdraw Soviet-owned nuclear weapons from Cuba. Cuba is a country that is located very closely to the state of Florida. Cuba was an ally of the Soviet Union. Khrushchev promoted the development of science and technology during his leadership. The Soviet Union and the United States became involved in a race for scientific and technological superiority in what became known as the space race. The Soviet Union set a variety of firsts in space travel. The Soviet Union was first in sending a satellite into space. They were first in sending a human into space. They were first in sending a probe to the moon. They were first in sending a probe to Venus, and they were the first in sending a woman into space. Khrushchev's support within the Communist Party eventually dwindled. Khrushchev led the Soviet Union until his removal from leadership in 1964. He was the only leader in Soviet Union's history that was removed peacefully from leadership. He died on September the 11th of 1971.